The trio,
Then I actually just saw.
I'm trying to solve your problem though.
Okay, so once again, good
And the only
evening,
way I
everyone.
can do that is
Welcome
probably to
to
head back to,
this session,
you
right?
know,
It's basically
I don't
called
have to rush. So
navigating
this is what you do. Let me
Discord.
not do that on this
Um,
call. If you're on
the
this call
essence
and you
of
can't
this
hear me,
session is to help
send
you
me a
all
DM,
to, you know,
right? Send me a direct
be
message
able
on
to,
Discord. I'll help you out
navigate
with that.
the
Um,
Discord with respect to KodeCamp
Carol's
3.0. So,
iPhone.
not like I'm going to give you a full tutorial on everything about Discord because there are a lot of things you will not get to use as far as
Have
KodeCamp
your question.
3.0 is concerned, right? But what you would actually need in KodeCamp 3.0, that's
Can
basically what
anybody
I'm
hear
going to,
me?
try to run
Is
you
this
guys
from my
by. So
end?
if you
Again,
want to
I
take
can hear
notes,
you.
I can
feel
hear you.
free to also take notes. So try to be careful when you're joining, to make sure you do not connect your video. Well, I think I'll probably just disable that, right? And then if you want to say something, please raise your hand, don't unmute yourself, so you don't cause distractions, right? Okay, so
Mommy,
that being
mommy, I think
said, okay, I think I'll basically just disable that by myself. Okay, yeah, so good. Nobody can speak or do anything. So if you have something to say, probably you just do that on the chat or raise your hand. Any hands I see. Okay, so the my fellow co-hosts, you can take your hand down now, right? Since I've made you a co-host, I can actually see you as the top of my list, so you can take your hands down. So when I see any hand, I'll know that probably someone has a question, and I'll just stop to take that. Okay, so let's get right into it. We're going to be talking about four major things, and then I'll touch some other stuff, right? That'll actually help you. And I'm going to, as far as sharing of screen is concerned, I think I have volunteers who would actually do that for me. The reason is Discord. The thing about Discord is basically a role-based platform where what you see is dependent on the role that has been assigned to you, right? That's basically how it is configured, especially for CodeCamp 3.0. You only see what is assigned to you. And I believe a lot of us on this call have actually seen that recently in the last maybe like an hour or two. You are no longer seeing all track channels. You're now just seeing the one that is peculiar to you, the one you signed up for,
oh,
right?
no,
So
happened
that's
again.
basically
I
Discord.
think
It
I've
is
actually,
role based, right?
yeah,
So
I think
I wouldn't want to
I want to
share
see if I
my own
fix
screen
this whole
because you would actually be
glitch
doing it
thing.
from an
So
admin perspective, and that may not help you because some of the things you would see from my own end, you probably or definitely would not see it from your own end. So I think I have volunteers who would actually help me. So you can get ready for that. I'll call you anytime from now. That I think that goes to the first female person. I can't remember her name, but if you're there, just stay ready. Okay. So four things we'll look at. I'll get to talk about roles and then the colors, because roles and the colors, because you get to see some person's name has this color, some person's name has this color. You understand, you need to understand who and who is who, right, on the platform. We'll get to talk about channels, right, what they are, what they represent. We'll talk about threads, right? Talk about threads, and then I'll now talk about something more important, which is the usernames. That's very key, right? So let's go. So first of all, for the roles and colors, right? So basically, from what the word actually is, right? A role, right? Basically, a part that you play, right? A part you play, a group you belong to, however you probably want to define it from a generic perspective, but it's basically a part you play or a function that you actually would take on, right? Or a something you represent. Okay, that's just being generic, right? So role in Discord is all, it's the same thing, it works the same way. So when you are being assigned a role, it means that this is basically what you are defined as, this is what you are seeing, this is what you do. So now talking about roles, a we have a few roles on the CodeCamp Discord workspace, which are, well, I think I can just mention them to you, and then no, yeah, that's fine. Oh, okay, you know what? At this point, I think I can actually just share my own screen when it's time for me to for you guys to see it from a um what's it called? From a user perspective or trainee perspective, then um I would actually hand over to someone else. Okay, but let me share my screen so you get to see this. Okay, just a second. Okay, so confirm you can actually see my Discord, see my screen, basically just displaying a Discord. This is confirm, probably just by raising your hand or in the chats. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Thank you. So, yes, Rachel, I think that if you're one of the persons that, if I'm not mistaken, okay, that's by the way. So these are the roles we have. We have 12 roles, which of course uh you may or may not fall into any of them, right? Ever, right? So we have the admin role, we have a few other stuff, you have the facilitator, you have the trainer. Now you can notice that each of these roles have what colors, right? Each of these roles have what colors. So this is just a sample for you guys to use, right? I just put a few of them with different colors so you get to actually see it, right? So you have the admins, you have facilitators, you have trainer, you have mentor. Now you have the intermediate level role. So all of these things are just self-explanatory, right? A trainer, the one who's going to train you, that's his role, because with that role, he gets to have a certain function on the Discord. That means there are certain things he or she as a trainer can do and cannot do. Of course, what a trainer can do on the platform, a function, a task that he or she can actually do, something he can click, something he cannot click, something he or she can see, or something he or she cannot see. Of course, it's going to be different from you as a trainee, right? A typical example is this. Let's say as an admin or as a trainer, the person can create or manage a channel. Let me use that word, okay? Can manage a channel, probably deleting it in editing it or changing the name. You should not be able to do that. You came for the training, so why should I give you the power to edit my channel, right? And change the name, okay? Because if I give you that power, I don't trust you to be able to use it well. In fact, it reminds me of a story, right? I usually like to share sometimes. There's this I heard, actually it was told to me about this platform on, I think it's on Telegram, where we had a lot of we had just a group where people communicate and everything, but it was not country based per se. It's not just Nigerian. They are from some African countries. You also represented. So I think they had quite a number of admins, right? About 5 or 6, but they were all Nigerians, right? So one other country, I think is, if I remember vividly, someone from Kenya also reached out to the admin. I was like, that's not fair. That's all the admins are trainers. They should also be a bit inclusive and get some other countries. So they listened to him, allowed him, and immediately he became an admin. He removed all of them. He removed all of them. Removed all their admin privileges, and he now was the only what admin. You understand? So I don't really trust you. I don't know you to trust you with such power. So that's why we keep it this way. Okay, so that being said, so we have the mentor, the intermediate level, we have the beginner level. So of course, the intermediate level are for those who registered for KodeCamp 340 are for the intermediate level tracks. Beginner level is the same thing. Trainee is just general, both beginner and intermediate. Okay, you all are what trainees, and then we have members. Of course, members are persons who just prior to this time, because prior to this time, or maybe after the code camp, they still want to join the workspace, join the Discord platform. They are also what members, right? So they have their roles and they have what they can see and what they cannot see. Okay, so that's the essence of what roles. Okay, so you also need to pay attention to the colors also, so you can actually see the colors. Your trainers have the yellow color, right? So their names will be displayed in yellow also. I think you must have seen that. So if you're a beginner, you see your color should actually be what this. So if for some reason your color is not this, from maybe you check from someone's phone, it means that something is wrong somewhere, right? And these roles are more like hierarchy. They are hierarchical in a way. So meaning that if you have two roles, which is very possible for you to be a trainee, which is a more generic role. That role you get it the moment you join the Discord from the link that was sent, and you have the beginner level. right? So because beginner level is higher in hierarchy, it's above the trainee, it will show first, means that your color will be what, purple. But if beginner level comes down below trainee, and you have both roles, trainee role will be what, your color will actually be this light green. Okay, so it's just something you need to know, right? Of course, you could join any other Discord workspace and get that, so that's basically uh that. Okay, so moving on, I think I can stop sharing. Can I? Okay, so that's about roles. Now let's talk about channels. Okay, let's talk about channels. So for this, I think I don't want to show channels from my own end. Here's the first lady that was I actually called. Is Rachel? Are you the one? Don't know. Can't remember the name. Sorry about that. Okay, Josephine. Thank you very much, Josephine. Okay, so you can share your screen so we can see your Discord. So I'll use your screen to explain a lot of things, and then we'll also see it from the mobile aspect, because the essence is we have persons using mobile, and we also have persons using the desktop application. Okay, so but basically, you want to talk about channels. Thank you very much. So, channels are what you see here. Okay, on the left, right, on the left you see welcome, front end, back end, Android. Those are what called what channels. So think of them as your WhatsApp group. All right, think of them as groups. But another thing you also need to understand, if you look at, you have community, you have information, you have CodeCamp 3.0. Those are like categories. So there's a category. Inside of a category, you have channels. So the CodeCamp 3.0 category has the channels where you have general, announcements, introduction, random, and all these. So they all belong to the CodeCamp 3.0. That's why you can see there's an arrow before the CodeCamp 3.0, which is more like a drop down, right? So when you click on it, it closes it, right? The only thing that will stay open, the reason these other ones are staying open is because there is a message that needs to be what read. That's why if you open it, you see other channels, and those ones have not been read. You can see the announcements. Those ones have been read already, rather. UI UX discussions, there's no new message there. That's why it's closed out. But this one stayed open because you have an unread message that helps you to just helps you to know, to catch up with stuff, right? So those are channels, and they are in a category. Now note this, very important: your communication, as far as CodeCamp 3.0 is concerned, has nothing to do with community category. So where you have this front end, back end, Android under the community is for everyone, because prior to you joining the Discord, there were already people on the platform, right? So this is a more generic stuff. So even after your CodeCamp 3.0, this category will shut down. The CodeCamp 3.0 category will shut down. You won't be able to see it anymore. We now have the community, which is for everyone, right? That's why we have all those strikes. You see, digital marketing, this was opened as after 2.0. So some of you who are going there to communicate and ask for peer and all those stuff, I wonder why. Okay, but I still had to do this, so to explain it more, because it's a new platform and a lot of you are trying to get to understand the platform, which is fine. It's understandable. So that's about what channels. Now please scroll down to CodeCamp 3.0. So you currently, are you there? Josephine. Okay, good. So currently you can see that the only thing you can see, just see, if I'm not mistaken, you have the beginner role. And are you a beginner or intermediate? You're a beginner because it's UI UX. Good. So she's able to see, currently you're able to see general, announcement, introduction, random, discussions. Those tasks and task one, those are generic tasks for everybody who is in CodeCamp 3.0. Those are generic. So that's what the trainee role gives you. The trainee role gives you the ability to see these channels. The beginner level role gives you the ability to see the beginner level channel, right? While the UI UX, right, you are basically added to it, right? You are basically what's added to that particular what channel. So the only persons that can see, the only track channel you see is the one you registered for. That's why Before now, you could see front end, you could see back end, you could see Android under the KodeCamp 3.0 category. You could see everything, right? And that was intentional, right? Because I want people to understand the changes in the Discord. The reason is this: you may join another platform elsewhere, right? So I like to try to teach people things, even the ones they didn't even sign up for. It helps them because you don't know where you would actually need that um, that's knowledge, right? So she can only see UI UX because that's what she signed up for, and that goes for everybody. So if for some reason you're on this call and you don't have this setup, right, something is wrong, right? Something is actually what wrong, and I'll address that after maybe after I am done with this session. I'll actually address that. Okay, so take note of that. That's about channels, and then that's about channels. And so the next thing is threads. Okay, so there's what we call threads. Threads also are channels, but they are, you can think of them more like a subset. Okay, think of them more like a subset of a channel. They are actually channels in themselves, but they are more like a subset of a channel. Okay, let me see. I don't think I gave, let me confirm. I'm not sure if I gave the ability to create a thread. I think I did. Okay, so just see, click on this plus icon where you have this chat messenger. As if you want to send a message to general channel, there's a plus icon there. No, not that one. No, you're going to add a server. No. Don't add a server. Like you want to chat on this general. Hey, there's a plus. Good. Okay, good. I gave you guys the ability to create a thread. So click on that. Let me teach you guys. So the essence of thread is, if you notice on this general channel, messages just come below. Even when you reply, everything just runs on the vertical basis, right? So it's not like WhatsApp where probably some messages, your own messages goes to the right, and then the other one left and stuff like that. So the essence of thread, and I do not want it to be abused, else I'll take out that privilege. But the essence of thread is you can actually channel a particular discussion, right? And just abstract it from the general. So people just go there. So think of it as probably you raising a topic. You understand? I did that for like twice, but nobody I think there's currently one I did. Nobody was responsive. So I just took it out and I laughed because they don't understand. So I was like, don't worry, it's fine. You guys will get to understand it, right? So just here where you have a thread name, let's just create something. You could create anything. Let's say what do we call, what do we use, peer challenge, or just, okay, whatever. No, don't, let's create something that we'll use, right? Don't have a pair, type it like that. Don't have a pair, type it like a question. Let's create something that we'll use. A lot of persons still don't have pairs, and all those stuff. Don't have a pair. Good. That's the thread name. Now enter a message to start the conversation. Good. So you can just say something like, if you do not have a pair, reply here. Just something like that. Yeah, you should add a comma after your pair. If you do not have a pair, comma, reply here. Well, not really sure. Well, let's leave grammar. Okay, so okay, so you click enter. Okay, so you can see Josie started a thread, don't have a pair. So you can see all threads that have actually been created. So you see that this is more like an abstract. Now send another message inside of this thread you created. Just anything, whatever you want to type. Just anything that comes to mind. Hi, good. Hi guys, good. You're not new. Don't put that on you. Just leave it as hi guys. Don't, you're not new. Just leave. While leaving this, I'm not going to take it out. It's going to be here. This thread that you created, we're going to use it. So you can just say hi guys, right? Just leave it there. Now click enter like you're sending it, right? So you now see on this other side, you can see that has two messages. So it's more like you're just creating a route. You're just branching out of the general channel. It's still linked to the general channel. You can actually see that on the left of your navigation bar on the general. You see don't have a pair. It's still linked there, right? Somebody has replied, I don't have a pair. Okay. I hope the person is not on this call. But if you're not on this call, like you don't have a pair, probably if you join, we can pair you now. So if people don't have, they can just join and then we'll help pair them. So people can now reply to this particular words. This is, so you won't have that vertical messages going on down, on down, on down, pushing others up, right? That's the essence of threads. But please don't abuse it. I don't want to see a lot of unnecessary threads, right? I don't want to see a lot of that. Let your threads be. I left that. I give people that ability so they can, abstract certain conversations, right? Okay, friend said I'm on the call. Okay, that's fine. We'll find a pair for you who's probably, so if you're on this call also and you don't have a pair, just reply here and we'll start pairing people now. So see, free pairing. Free pairing has started. But trial, you're on this call and you do not have a profile image. That's wrong. Quickly change that ASAP. ASAP. Change, change. So that's actually what threads. Okay. That's what threads. So it's just something you need to know so that when a thread is created, you can actually have your conversation there, and then that's basically that. Okay. The not really last. I think the second to the last, or the last actually. Okay, the last thing before we get into the questions, right? Usernames. Okay, so guys, right? This is very, very important. And it's why I want and this will help. This will take me to this. Please pay attention to the announcements channel. It is very important. Very, very important. Pay attention to the announcement channel. On the no, no, not no, no, don't go there. That's community announcements. It's even good that you went there. So community announcements is for the community, the Discord, the KodeCamp community, right? The KodeCamp 3.0 in itself, scroll down, it has announcements. Open your KodeCamp category. Jocelyn, open your KodeCamp category. It's closed. That's why the R is good. So this is the announcement that should concern you, right? Don't try to follow it. You don't need to, right? Now, this is the channel that should concern you, and you should check it every single time, because this is where I'm going to post a lot of announcement that has to do with KodeCamp 3.0. The channels you should pay a lot of attention to is announcements channel, the beginner level or intermediate level channel, whichever one you belong to, and your track channel. Those three channels are very important. Now, in the coming weeks, you're going to see channels like stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Those are just to show progress, right? But these three channels are the most important channels you should follow. Every other thing is distraction. Of course, after you've done your task, every other thing is just distraction and cruise for you. Like introduction, what are you going to see? People that are introducing themselves, random. Okay, you want to go and catch cruise. Discussion. Okay, maybe there's a discussion that's there. This task one doesn't really concern you. I'll soon take it out. The moment I end the grid task, I'm taking that channel out. It's no longer needful, right? So announcement is very, very important. Okay, so take note. So now, why I'm saying this is, Jocelyn, please go up, scroll up. There's an announcement I actually dropped, which scroll up. A lot of us, no, the announcement channel itself. Just scroll up, not that's your navigation bar. Yes, scroll up. Okay, go. Don't worry, go. Easy. Stop. Okay, let me address a few things. Calm down. Let me address this one first. Okay. Yo, I don't know if we have a lag. Scroll down. Not this announcement. This orientation. Scroll down. Is it from my end or scroll down? Scroll down. She's going up. Is it from my end? Okay. Stop at this July 24th. Stop here. Okay. Um, so let me start with this. Okay, so just in case you're on this call, right? And you're in this category. So a lot of you are trying to actually play smart. Is that like I said, you're playing smart, or you're being lazy, or you just don't take instructions. You don't pay attention, right? Now, the instruction on that grid task was very clear. Give view access to your documents. As simple as that. Now, if for some reason you don't know how to, I expect you to either ask on the channel or go and ask Google. You ask Google, how can I give access to my Google documents? And Google will show you. But some of you know, you just created this and you just submit. Now, my question is, how do I grade you for something I cannot see? Now, let me tell you what I did, right? This is what I did. All of you that I just did a mass addition. So you're in the beginner level, you're seeing your track and everything is suiting you. I'll take you off. That's what I'll do. I wanted you to get a taste of it. You understand? I wanted you to get a taste of seeing how the thing is different, and you feel like you're among, you're part of the chosen, right? And I'll unchoose you because I'm now going to go back. Because the essence, one of the reasons for the grid task, one of, not the major, but one of, is for me to be able to get your usernames, which I want to address, right? Because that's your username is your identity. So for some of you who are probably going to change it, I gave a clear instruction. I think that was after this post or before that. If you have submitted your grid task, do not change your username unless you are told to. Some persons, they said in their mind that, Keys, you're not the one that will tell us what to do with our life. But let me tell you, as you have changed it, I don't know you because I do not know how to address you. I do not know how to attend to you, right? So I said, do not. But if you have not submitted, I now gave an instruction. Okay, this is what to do, right? So I don't know how some of you read the thing. Probably your eye just went to a particular place and you just stayed on that one and did not read the statements that preceded that one. You did not read, you just took that username and you went immediately to go and start changing. No, that's please pay attention to instructions, right? So for the username, right? Nobody changes their username until I tell you to. If you have not submitted the grid task and you're here, then what I'm going to say, you can do it now. But if you have not, if you have submitted already, do not touch your username. Because the moment you change it, I cannot identify you. And if I cannot identify you, you cannot even submit any task again. Because when you want to submit your task, I reference your username. That's what I'm going to use. In fact, on the form that you're going to make use of to submit, you see a list of usernames. You choose your username when you want to submit, right? So now, for some of you that are asking, okay, how do I change my username? So we're going to look at it from a desktop perspective and then from a mobile perspective, and probably iOS, right? So understand two things. There are two very important things here. There's a display name and there is a username. Two different things. This is the convention we are all going to use. Your display name should have your full name, right? If your name, if it's 3, you can make it 2, but your display name should have your full name, right? Then your username is the one you should be able to freestyle with. Somebody say, what if two people have the same name? I use it now, but you cannot have the same username. Two people cannot have the same username because it will be generated. Some of you will check, your username have numbers at the end, a pound sign, and those numbers can never be the same. It can never be the same, right? So follow the convention. So let's do this. Let's use Justice on as an example. So if you're on the desktop application, right? So just click on your you click there. So you can see, click on it. Now you can see Justy, which is the very first name here you see, is the display name. The lower one is the username. And it's that lower one that I am keen on. That's the one I don't want you to change. Don't touch it. Except I tell you to. If I tell you to, it means that there's a challenge with your own and I want you to fix it. Now, please listen to my words carefully. If you have not submitted the grid task and your username, there's a space in between, go and close out that space. It should just be a straight word. If you like, add 5 names together, there should not be space to demarcate it. You can probably use an underscore or a hyphen if you want to, or a period, but don't use a space. Now, don't use a space. You can change your display name. I want your display name to actually have your name because I cannot identify you on a personal basis by your username. Because I've seen, okay, imagine somebody's username is Mad Virus. So what is Mad Virus? How will I want to maybe on the call, okay, hello, Mad Virus, how are you doing? Doesn't actually make sense. I want to be able to address you with, okay, Jocelyn, Mayowa, or whatever, not Mad Virus. So that is his username. but your display name, so freestyle in your username, that's fine, but don't freestyle in your words. Listen, display name. That's your identity for me, right? To be able to interact properly with you. Okay, please. So let's test that out. So click, if you're on the desktop, right? So click on the as if we want to make some changes. Top right, you see this pen kind of icon. Yes, I hope I'm correct. Yeah, click on that. So let's see. So this is her display name, which is what Josie. So please change it to your actual name. Thank you very much. Thank you. And that is all I want. So you can see her display name. You guys should leave me on this chat, please. Her display name is what Josephine, what Joseph, but her username is Josie29642. So click on save changes. Right, and that's fine. So go to no. Click on server profiles. What we just worked on now is what user profile, right? Go back to your profile, Josie. Go back there. Click on server profile. So your this is just me explaining things for you, right? Your server profile is you because you may be part of a lot of you may be part of different servers. KodeCamp is one server. You can be part of another server. You can also decide what you should bear in another server. That's server profiles. This I'm just showing you. This is just bonus, right? You can decide, okay, fine, in KodeCamp, my server nickname should not be Josephine Joseph. It should be something else, right? But I want to be able to go to, now you're on profiles, but click on my account left, on the left, user settings, my account. Okay, good. So this is actually where I want to take you guys to. So this is the display name. So this is where you do your whole setup. Display name, you can edit it, which he has already done. And then your username. So for those who want to edit their username, probably you're a space already. That's, see, like I said, if you have submitted your task, don't touch it. Do not. That is what you're going to use forever and ever. Don't touch it. If you touch it, I don't know you anymore. But if you have not submitted your task, right, and you feel like you need to change your username, you can do that before you submit. But make sure there is no space. Just don't click on that. Make sure there is no space in between. So don't do Josie space 296 to no, combine it. Let it just be one word. You can separate it with a period, a hyphen, underscore. That is fine. You can start it with an underscore self, if freestyle as much as you want, but I don't need a space in between. Okay, I don't need a space in between. Okay, so this is very important, very, because that will determine if you can submit the next task or not. So however you want to cram your username, cram it. So for some of us who have done, there's one that did one very long thing like that. Like I've seen a lot of usernames and I burst into laughter. Like, it's just crazy, very long. And like, okay, if you can memorize it, that's fine. Well, you probably don't need to memorize it. You probably just need to recognize it, right? In submitting, you may not memorize, but at least you should be able to recognize that this is yours, right? That's very important. Okay, so that's me just being as much as you guys on this chat are really funny. Uh, that's what I'm just trying to bring everything together, right? Just to summarize the um very important. So someone said, what if I made a mistake while typing my username? The question is, have you submitted? If you have submitted your task, I'm sorry, your mistake is now your identity. Hmm? Right. Okay. So someone said, what if you're seeing update your username on your profile? Okay. Yes. If you are seeing that, that's Discord actually, because it's actually, if they are trying to roll out this whole, it's a kind of more like an update, right? But it's not, people are getting it done by done, right? I can remember one of your trainers actually. Okay. So I think at this point,
We
right,
can hear you.
basically just take questions, right? Basically just take questions. So if you have a question, okay, let's switch this the whole username thing from a mobile perspective, right? So Josephine, you can stop sharing now. Thank you so much. let's switch to a mobile view. Who was the person that wanted to help us to display from a mobile perspective? Please don't mute yourself without permission. Please don't do that. I don't want to call out names. Somebody offered to. I'll take questions, please. I'll take questions. You ask them out, not even on the chat, right? I'll take questions. Um, I want to also display from a mobile perspective. Does somebody want to this who can help us to demo the mobile? Oreoluwa, can you help? Your hand is raised. Are you raising it because you can help? Or is it Charles? Somebody actually. Hello?
Yeah. Yes.
You can help with that?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Thank you very
Okay.
much. Oh, who is Dave Berry? Somebody has quickly. Oh, sorry. Somebody else has.
Someone is already sharing.
Yeah, somebody wants us to see that he's wearing blue trousers. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, so this is from which go to you're showing me your Zoom. I need to see your Discord, please. Who is this? This should be the Dave Henry. Okay, yeah, take me to your Discord. Okay, Dave, are you using a 1 gig RAM? No, don't laugh now. Just cracking a joke. Dave is taking a bit longer than it should. Okay, okay, because okay, okay, that's open. You guys should calm down. See, patience is a virtue. Okay, though it still looks like it's loaded. Okay, so this is from a mobile perspective. So what you do if you want to actually work, say let the phone breathe. If you want to change your username and all those stuff, so click on the top left where you have the navigation icon. Top left. Dave Henry, are you there with me? Click on the top left. Is it me or it's him? Okay, so Rolu, I think you probably just take over, please. I'm gonna stop his yeah, just take over, please, Rolu. Dave, thank you very much. Just hold on, okay? Thank you for the efforts. Let's you guys should calm down. It's no, maybe his phone is just full, you know. Okay, who is this person? Um, okay, I have a lot of are you guys confused? No, okay, Olayinka is now sharing. Okay, hold on. You guys should wait. Olayinka is sharing. Oh yeah, go to your Zoom. Sorry, did I say Zoom? Go to your Discord rather. Okay. Sorry, what device is this? You can unmute, please, and talk. What? Okay, unmuting. You have to go move out soon. What device is this?
It's iPhone.
iPhone. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. So for those who have iPhone, right? Okay. Your don't click on that. Yours this will take you out of there. Just go back to your this. Don't worry. We'll be fine. Okay. So bottom left. Click on your bottom left. Bottom left. Sorry, bottom right rather. Good. So click on accounts. So you have this action of listen. So you can see you have username and display name. Right. So display name should be your full name. You can edit that. Username should be your username, right? So like I said, I'm going to find out if not changing your username based on this prompt is going to bring any repercussions. I'll find out. I don't think so, but if it doesn't, right, then you guys should just let that go. So that's how you do it from an iPhone perspective. Okay, so thank you very much. You can stop sharing now. You can stop sharing. Let's look at someone who has an Android phone. It's basically going to be the same thing. It's basically going to be the same thing. It's going to be the same thing. So does anybody want to share from an Android phone perspective? Three hands up. Okay, just share. Let's okay, somebody's sharing already, so everybody hold on. Oh, see fine eyes. Okay. Go to your Discord. Okay, so same thing. Top left, you click on the navigation icon on the top left. Okay, and then bottom right, where you have your profile picture. Bottom right, and then click on account. Oh, mails, you're the mails, right? Oh, interesting. So, oh yeah, good. Display name. Oh yeah, put your display name, your full name. Do it now. Now that I'm seeing you. Thank you very much. Not username. Not username. Oh, I got I did not say. I said you don't touch username for any reason. Where is he going to? Go back. Go back, young man. Go back. Go back. Sir, go back. Click on display name. Now see your display name. Change it. That mail is there. Change it to your actual name. Your name should start with the capital letter L now. And the capital letter M also. Lugard. I like that name. From Lord Lugard. Amalgamation of the Northern and Southern Protectorates in, is it 1914? Can't remember. Oh, history. Okay, so thank you. Tamuno, River State, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so thank you very much. That's 1914. I got it now. Come on, leave history back then. Amalgamation. Okay, so that's actually how it's done in on an Android phone, right? So it's still the same thing. Still the same thing whether that iPhone or Android. Now, but let me just do a brief stuff. Go back. Thank you very much. You can go back. No, not to Zoom. Just save. You have not saved your changes now. Click on keep editing. Click on keep editing. Then go to the top right here. Save. Good. Thank you very much. So your username is still mails and then you're listening. So okay, go back. Oh God, you can leave me alone. See here. Just okay, click on the bottom left. Your home, the Discord icon on the bottom left, right? I want to see if there's anything I need to show here. So it basically does the same thing, your channels and everything, that's basically that. So like I said, community, leave community alone. So scroll down. Let me see. Do you have, scroll down. I want to see your track. Okay, on UI UX, that's beginner level. Okay, good. Okay, good. That's fine. Okay, so thank you very much for sharing your screen. So at this juncture, I'm going to take questions. Thank you very much. You can stop sharing. So if you have a question, raise your hand. I want to hear voices for the question. Okay, I want to hear voices, please. Don't use chats for now, please. There are a lot of chats that I've not seen, right? So I'll probably have to now be scrolling up. So unmute. Not to happen to you. You have a nice voice. I'm telling you ahead of time. So raise your hand if you have a question. Okay, raise your hand if you have a question. Now, don't unmute, raise your hand. Raise your hand if you have a question. Now it could be a question or a challenge, any of those two. We're supposed to have a session where I address a few things for people who have challenges. But that was around 12, but I couldn't have that session, so I decided to move it down to this session also. So we'll do it like a 2-in-1. If you have a question or a challenge, raise your hand now. Okay, so let me start with Abasif. Okay, I think your hand is raised. Go ahead.
So I'm the one that complained that I made an error. Like I made a mistake while typing my username. So how do I go about it?
Okay, what's the error you
The
use this
number.
forever and ever, amen. Okay, hold on. Let me find you. Abasi. What Abasi Freke? What you have here is Dave.ek #7786. Right?
Yes, sir. But on when I
That's your
submitted,
actual stuff.
yes, but when I submitted the tax, it was
Okay,
77.
you made
And
don't worry, I corrected that. Don't worry.
thank you, sir.
Yeah, some of you made that honest mistake because you were typing, so I just corrected that for you. Okay, switch 2717. Go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, sir. Please, can you hear me?
Good evening, sir. I can hear you,
All
sir.
right. All right. My issue lies on the profile pics. I do belong to a whole lot of channels or servers. Yeah. So I was trying to kind of restrict my pics being displayed to other channels. I mean to other servers while making use of the KodeCamp. So that is why I'm trying to kind of figure out how am I going to like restrict it so that it seems one of the rules is that my real picture has to be used for this KodeCamp. Please.
Yes. Okay. So, well, I'm sorry you have to you're trying to maintain anonymity, if that's the actual word that
Yes,
describes your
yes.
case, but that's a rule, right? You have to put your image. I don't know how. I'm not sure Discord has. I know there's a split in what we just saw. You can actually have a server profile, user profile. I don't know if image. I didn't check to see if image was part of that. Let me even quickly check. I doubt if image is part of what you can excuse me, separate. You can separate display name. There are a few things you can separate, but I'm not sure um image is one of them, but probably you could just check it out. Hold give me a second. Okay, so okay. So you can try it, right? You can try it. Go to your settings, go to profiles, go to server profile. Okay, let me just show you. Let me share my screen. You can try it, but if it doesn't work well, I'm sorry. You just have to you just have to show us your picture. We don't want to ghost people. I don't want to narrate a scenario we had in 2.0. It was a very embarrassing one. So you can see this is server in KodeCamp server. My server nickname is admin, and this is like a preview, right? But if I switch to, let's say, this app brewery, right? So just give us a second, let it load. So I get to see the profile I have for that particular one, which my server nickname there is iKeys and not admin. So, and this is also the preview. So what you do is when you switch to KodeCamp, come down here and change this image, right? Change this image. If it works, if you now switch to another, what's it called? Another server, and you see that it changes, then that's good. But if it doesn't, well, you just have to stay. I don't want to click. I don't want to test that one for you. You can test it yourself. Thank you very much. I hope that answers your question. Oh, he's taking a deep breath. Hey, yeah. You'll be fine. Just breathe. Let your profile breathe. Thank you very much. Oyedepo. Winners Chapel. Go ahead.
Good evening. My own question is that,
Yes.
like,
Good evening, Winners Chapel. How are you?
is it compulsory for us to use like the name and the surname? Because I'm using only my name
You don't
for
want
the.
to use your surname. You're hiding it from us.
Not really, but I just
For the
like tell.
display name now.
Yeah,
You're hide you're not proud
yes.
of your surname. Is it funny?
It's not funny. It's Oyedepo.
Is
That
it not Oyedepo?
yeah.
Winners Chapel. Is it not your full name you're using on this particular Zoom now? You use it, Joe. Proud of your full name. Oh, use it. You'll not die. You're already even using it. Why are you not using just stuff Tofikat in this meeting? You added
No.
how do you put there now? So I've already showed you guys the whole profile thing. So on KodeCamp, if you're in other servers, fine. You can just become Tofikat in other servers. But in KodeCamp, please just become Tofikat Oyedepo, right? You know, I want to see you and just think of Winners Chapel, my former church, you know. Thank you very much. Trial 300. Go ahead. Trial.
Yeah. My own issue is that I don't remember the name I used to sign up, and so I've used different name like twice now, and I don't remember.
Oh wow, you have you have a persona. Yeah, you Superman. You know, when you save the world, you're Superman, and then when you're a reporter, you're Clark Kent. But even him, he remembers his own name. Okay. What's your username on Discord? Can you remember that one?
Yeah, I do that straight.
Hello, are
Oh,
you
I
there?
don't remember.
Trial.
Yes.
Okay, still this. Yeah, so that's the interesting thing now, right? If you used you've submitted your task, right? Your grid task.
No, I said I don't have a PS, so I'm not something that.
Hello.
Hello, I think the network is bad.
Okay, you don't have a peer yet. Okay, we'll address that.
Yes.
We'll address that peer stuff at the end of this call.
Okay. So what do I do?
But just to be sure, please, somebody should unmute and confirm you can hear me.
I can hear.
Can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I have 3 hands raised. Okay, Mohammed, please go on with your question. Hello. Is it still me? Or
It's not you,
Mohammed?
it's him. It's him.
Okay, so you guys go to the next person. Is it Eustace? I wonder how. I know the E has to be silent, so this is Eustace. Eustace, go ahead. The E actually just always has to be silent. Eustace. Okay, Eustace is not available. Okay.
Good evening. Good
Is
evening.
this Eustace?
Yeah,
Yes, good
it's
evening. Go
me.
ahead.
Okay, please, how do I give permission for you to be able to view my Google Doc file?
Okay. Okay. I would have loved to actually do this one on a desktop and mobile, from a desktop and a mobile perspective. Which one are you using, mobile or desktop?
Mobile.
Can you share your screen? Do you know how to?
Let me try.
Do you know how to? If you don't know how to, just say so. I don't stress it.
I don't know how to.
Well, basically, if
I don't know how.
you don't know how to share your screen, okay. So the person that was using that shared mobile before, I can't really
Can I
remember
share my
the
screen for
mobile
Amore?
interface, so I'm just going to show the desktop.
Can I
Okay,
share my
yes, you
screen for
can,
Amore?
thank you. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So do that. I'll just, after you're done, we'll just share for the I'll do for the desktop. So you stay, just hold on, let him share. So we'll actually show you and every other person who are probably having that challenge and they don't have the morale to actually ask. They don't have the mind, they don't want to probably feel like, oh, they'll think I don't know it. No, don't mind them. Who said it was to share?
Hello, can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, this is the doc file now. Then this was the task. For the task. Then okay. To give you
Yes.
permission.
This career, that man.
This is it. Then this was manage assets. Manage assets here. Then here, this place.
It's not the correct one. Okay.
Okay, mic check. Seems my village people they are really having a meeting about concerning me today. They are really having a meeting. Okay. Was he able to was he able to display that? What's his name?
Should I go again now that you're here?
Oh yeah, I'll go again now that I'm here. My village people they're actually doing
Okay.
meeting. I think I need to send somebody to go and scatter that meeting.
Okay. The light in the parlor is kind of low. I don't know if it's back. Is it on the or there?
Please, wherever the light is
I
low
am
for.
now.
Okay, good. So go to documents, open any
Okay.
one of them. Yeah, just open any one
This
of
is it.
them. Yeah, that's that. Okay, so there's so for use case, please bring it down. Oh, see face. Click on the where you have this person icon with a plus. Go up. No, scroll up. Where you have the person icon with a plus. So that actually shows if who you want to actually share it with, right?
Okay.
Click
Yes.
on the three dots at the top right. Trying to remember this mobile interface stuff. Okay, this is just to manage access. Okay, let me see if I can remember. Go back. I've not actually done this from a mobile perspective in a long time. Okay, click on the three dots, top right. Okay. Share, click on this share and export. Let's see. You're using the okay, yeah, so this is it, right? So you can now click send share or you click copy link. But now if you click only copy link, right, by default, okay, it doesn't give a view access. So first of all, click on manage access if I'm correct. Let's see. So you can see
I've done
there's
mine already.
anyone with the link. Yes, he has done it. So but click on it. Don't worry. So we show him. Click on it. Just click on it. So by default, you when you click on this anyone with the link again, right? You can by default is always unrestricted by default. So make sure to change it to anyone with the link, right? So go back. When you change it to anyone with the link, right? You can now, no. Still click, go back there. Click, the second option there means anyone with the link can do what, right? What can anyone with the link do? Click on the second option. That way you have that viewer. You can see there are options there. Do you want the person to just view? Do you want the person to be able to comment? Do you want the person to be able to edit? Okay. So you make sure you have these settings dependent. But for me, I just want to view. I don't want to be able to comment or edit. So go back. So that's how you manage the access. You go back, right? And then go click on the three dots again. And then just copy, click on share and export. And then click on copy link and you're fine. You're good to go, right? Link copied. So that's how you do it from the mobile perspective. Okay, Eustace, I hope that helps you. Now, from the desktop perspective, it's very easy. There's a share button there already. Share is there. Just click on share, right? And you do that. Oh, do I have to stop sharing? Stop sharing. What's his name? Whoever sharing. Thank you very much for stepping in to do that. That was very noble of you. Very noble of you. I'm going to be introducing something actually much later in KodeCamp, what we call KodeCamp Heroes, right? Just something to get you guys to. So a lot of persons sent in documents that there are no access. So please, we know you did not do that, right? We know you did not do that. Okay, mute your mic. Discipline. Mute your mic. Discipline. Always remember you're on a call. Right? Who is that person? It's even Eustace. So you're forgetting that I was even answering the question for you, right? Okay, so from the desktop perspective, I think this call has taken long. From a desktop perspective, if you probably want to share, it's actually pretty easy. I want to believe you can actually see my screen. I think it's loading, but you should actually see it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let me share that again. Okay. Yeah, so you can basically just click on share here. You click on share, right? And then this modal pops up. Okay, let's wait for it to pop up. Right, so you can see this is what pops up. So what you do is change this. The access level here is restricted. Restricted means that only people with access can open, and those people are people you manually add their email addresses here too. Okay, but what I want you to do, you click this, change it to anyone with the link. Now anyone with the link can do what? Can view or comment or edit. I want view, and then you click on copy the link, and then you click on done. That's fine. That's how you do it from the desktop perspective. As simple as that. Okay, next question. Ahmad, let's do this quickly before my village will remember me.
Evening, sir.
Yes,
please. I can't find my track on the Discord.
You don't lose. What track did you sign up for?
Android beginners level.
Android beginner. Have you done your grid task?
Yes, I have done it, but I've not submitted. I'm just about to submit.
When you submit now, it's only people that have submitted that sees that.
Okay, can I still change my track to maybe intermediate now?
If you feel you are, of course, I'm going to test you. But yes,
okay.
I'm not. That's one of the things the form does, right? That's why when you're submitting this task, rather, you get to choose your track. So in case what you signed up for, you've changed your mind, you can actually do that. So, but just know that I'm going to test you. There's a test I'm going to drop. I'm going to send to everyone's email by tomorrow, and you have 4 days to do that test. And of course, if you do not make it, we'll send you back to beginner. No offense. Okay. So that. Okay. Joshua T.
Okay. Hi. Good evening.
Good evening, Joshua.
So I have submitted my task, but I didn't know that my display name is not my username. So I use my display name for my username. So can I still
Okay.
change it?
No, hold on. Are you in your track? Can you see your track channel?
Yes, I can
that
see.
means I got your username for you. So, but still go and change your display name. Leave your username. Don't worry. Change your display name to your actual name, just like I instructed everybody. But you're
Okay.
fine. Mhm.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Jeremiah. Jeremiah, go ahead.
Hi, good evening. It's Jemima.
Oh, sorry. You know when you just see something and you just assume Jemima. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
I wanted to ask, for my tax. I did my tax. I submitted already. But the name I use is not same as my display name. I use my actual full name for the tax, and my display name on the Discord is a different name.
Okay, so
And
what's that name? There are a few persons that I have not added yet because their username has space. They use their full name and their space. So I haven't added, and I know I sent a message to them for them to send me a DM. So I don't know if you're part of those persons.
no, I'm not.
What's your what's it called? What's your username? So you can't see your track channel.
I can.
So what's not the problem now? Okay, hold on.
And also, I also have another problem.
Sorry, is it Jemima? Is that what
Yes,
you're on?
my
And then-
no, on the Discord, my display name is Essay.
Is what?
Essay.
Essay.
Yes.
That's ESE.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, your essay. So what you just do, go and change your display name to your actual name. Leave the essay. Essay cannot change. I've used it already.
Okay. And also for my peer, we had the call yesterday, and I think his username is you complained about some people having such kind of username. So I don't know if it's going to affect my own tax.
No, it doesn't affect your task. You're safe. It doesn't affect you. He will carry his
That's
cross by
all.
himself. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
That's all too. Okay, PJ.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I wanted to find out if there's any other way to submit my tax without using Google Doc.
No. Why? Let me first of all know why.
My iOS version does not permit me to download the app, so I cannot access it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I did factor iOS versions in giving tasks. Okay, so well, you need to find a way. The reason I said so is because we're going to use a lot of Google Doc stuff in your training. You're going to use a lot of that, right? So you probably may have to find a friend who has an Android phone, and then you use the person's decision to create a document moving forward. Okay. And yeah, so do that. Try get a friend, someone close around who has an Android phone. Just use that quickly, get and then submit. I'm sorry about that. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Aisha, I think you're the last hand.
Mm.
Somebody said I can't.
Okay.
Hold on. Sorry. Before you.
Okay.
Sorry. Let me just. Someone says I also can't find my track channel, and I have submitted my task. Chuma. Are you sure you're not part of the people who actually just wrote their full name? If you've submitted and you can't see yourself in a track, it means that your username doesn't follow the standard that I would prefer, right? Which I know I've sent a message to you guys to send me a personal DM, right? So I don't know if you're part of that, but send me a message, Chuma. Send me a direct message and let's sort that out. I don't want to do that on this call. I'm trying to finish up before my village people just remember that I distracted them a bit. Okay, Aisha, go ahead.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah. Okay, during the course of the training, you made mention that you take notes of 3 things on the Discord channel. That was the announcement channel. Then which other things do you mention again? Because then my network was breaking, so I couldn't get the message
Don't
clearly.
worry, I understand network breaking. Okay, my own
Okay.
has one has break finish. Okay,
Okay.
so the announcement channel.
Okay.
Your are you in beginner or intermediate?
Oh, beginner.
Okay, good. So announcement channel, your beginner level channel,
Okay.
and your track channel. What track are you on? What training track are you on?
That is front end.
Front end, good. So your
Okay.
announcement channel, which the announcement channel is under the KodeCamp 3.0 category.
Okay.
Not the community announcement. Good. That's the beginner level and your front end channel. Okay.
Okay, fine. How about those that are on that beginners level? Can they also do the text? Probably they can move to the intermediate level.
Well,
Maybe when they pass the test or something like that.
No, why I said they cannot is because I already know the people that are intermediate, and it's not a public thing. I'm not going to give the test publicly. I'm just going to send it directly to their mail. So it's just for them. If I see any submission that I won't even attend to it. So if you went for beginner, you went there for a reason. Don't try to enter intermediate.
Okay, all right, no problem. Then lastly, I'm trying to the Discord. I upload it. Sorry, I downloaded it on my phone. Then so I'm trying to launch it because not every time I will be having access to my laptop. So I don't know what was wrong. I couldn't log into the app for my phone, and it's working perfectly on my system now.
What is it saying? When you try to log in, what does it say?
I think it said I should go back to my mail. Then I can't. It's not. Then I don't even know.
Okay, see, it's actually a process, right?
Okay.
You just have to follow the instruction letter by letter. So when you try to log in, right, these things is device specific, so it captures the device. So as far as it's concerned, your mobile phone is not your laptop. So when you want to try to log into or sign up or log into your mobile phone, you have to also verify. In most cases, you have to verify that phone or just your email. It's just a safety precaution.
Yes, I did that.
So
because
if they send you to your mail, go to your mail and get what they need, and probably you have to come back. Just try to follow the process, and if for some reason that does not still work and it stresses you out, then chat me up tomorrow and then we can have a call and I will help you with that. Okay.
Okay. All right. No
I'm
problem.
just being this generous. Once training starts, I've changed. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. No problem. Yes. Thank you. All right.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Olainka, go ahead. I think that's the last hand. Someone says I can't find my profile. Okay, Olainka, go ahead.
Like my Discord is actually bringing it for me, teaching my my username. So I don't know if I should leave it or I should change it.
Don't touch it. Leave it. Just leave it for now. Like I said earlier, I'm going to check if not doing that is going to bring any serious issues. If it doesn't, then let's leave that. If it does, we'll find a way to do it in order, because if I allow people to just change things now, it will affect you and I may not know you. So just leave it the way it is. Right? Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, that's any other questions? So the person that says I can't find my profile, what exactly is the color of that problem? Can you unmute?
The color is green.
So what exactly is the issue?
Okay, the issue is that I can't even see where my profile is, like my name, display name, username. I can't see that.
Okay, I think when we are doing that demo, probably you were not there. Okay, so there's a bottom on your Discord, right? When you on the bottom right, you have a Discord icon. Bottom left, rather, you have a Discord icon, right? If you have to confirm if you can see that. That actually appears when you actually click on the navigation icon on the top left, right? If you're actually on a particular channel, it may not show. But you click on the navigation icon on the top left, you see those bottom icons, right? So the last icon on your right, which is the bottom right, that is where you click. That will take you to your profile. Good. So from there, I think you should probably click on accounts. Do you have any testing like accounts there? I'm trying to just remember how
Yes,
that
there's an
demo.
account.
So you click there, then from there you should be able to, make those changes and stuff like that. Right. If I'm not mistaken.
Please, another thing,
Yes.
I've submitted my
Yes, right.
task, but I've
No
not seen
problem.
my track.
When did you submit?
It's not displayed on, I think about 6 o'clock thereabout, or 5 there. Can't remember.
Okay, don't worry. That'll be sorted out. And if for any reason there's a challenge, I'll drop a message for you. But of course, people are still submitting, so I am still adding. So,
Okay.
but I'll get to you definitely. As far as you've submitted, I'll get to you before today runs out.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Who again? Uh, someone say you wanna be given a profile. Okay. Any other person? Will we be having the class on Zoom when we start? Yes, you'll be having the class on Zoom. I think we've talked about this before, especially during the orientation. Your classes will be on Zoom and it's also will be live streamed on YouTube, right? Now, as far as what you get to expect, we've talked about what you should expect now. What are you expecting again? Heaven and earth. But requirements and a few information, I'll drop it on the track specific channel. That's why I wanted to close this out. So whatever information I drop, everyone can see it. So you get to see what each track requires and stuff, just the stuff to kind of prepare you guys for that. That'll be dropped hopefully for the end of today, but latest 10 a.m. tomorrow. That will be dropped. Okay, someone says, please, are we going to are we going to be getting study guide before each class? It's dependent on the trainer. This is not a university, okay? We're going to be a bit more practical. So study guide is fine. That's very doable, but I hope you actually go through it when it's actually dropped, okay? So it doesn't just become just give me study guide, and you get it and you don't use it, okay? But of course, that will try to also drop that for you if you would actually use that very well. You, Stacy, is there a reason why your mic is unmuted? Is that a mistake? I want to believe that's a mistake because you should raise your hand first before you speak. Olayinka, your hand is still raised. Am I to assume you still have a question, or probably that hand was raised before and it's not yet tired to, doesn't want to drop yet? Okay, I'll drop it for you. Okay, any other question? I don't know if I missed anyone on the chat, but I think I was just running that through. When will the program officially start? We have started. I don't know you remember officially. Program have started. You have done first task. We have started. I think probably what you mean is classes. Classes start next week. Okay, so take note of that. Classes will start next week. So start prepping yourself. From then on, IKEAS is not going to be available as usual, right? And I'm going to, in fact, I will even be the last person you want to chat up to, because chat's up here. Because yeah, the responses I'll give you may not like it, especially if the questions are questions that I feel you shouldn't be asking, right? Because over time, I want to expect, the reason we did this orientation earlier, we usually do orientation just like on a Friday and kickstart classes on Monday, but I did it earlier. We did it earlier rather, so we can still people can still run into issues and we help them solve them, get to understand the platform and the likes, right? So you still have one more week to get familiar with the platform, get familiar with what we do, prepare yourself, right? Okay. And then so please take note of that. And then of course, just to reiterate, right, since there are no questions, please take the announcement channel very seriously. That's very, very important. Set your notification, very, very important. Set up your notifications so you are always notified when there's a new when an information is dropped. Like I replied to someone where we had the orientation. You should go for information, right? You should go for information. Don't wait for information to come to you. You're I say this with all due respect, right? This is a free training. You're not paying for it. The least you can do is to actually take up some level of responsibility. And that's one of those responsibility is you going for information. For some of you, as even those that are looking for pairs, you just come online. I need a pair, and you disappear. And for some reason, you think that a pair would magically come to your doorstep and say, my Lord, I am here for you as a pair. Pair with me. I am all yours. No, it doesn't work that way. You need to stay online. right? What you could say, take me. You need, you need to stay online. This go after what you want, right? Say all Grace. Go after what you actually want. Okay. That being said, if you do not have a pair, raise your hand right now. Let's pair people. If you don't have a pair, raise your hand. If you don't have a pair and you have not done the greet task, raise your hand quickly. You don't have a pair, you have not done the greet task, right? You need a pair to do your greet task. Raise your hand quickly. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. It's not a crime. It's not a bad thing. It's not a crime. iPhone 14. I don't know how I want to pair you. They will not know you. What is iPhone 14? Eh? People should please. One of the things we'll teach you people in KodeCamp, right? You need to learn to be professional, right? You need to learn it. Okay. There's a lot of cruise going on in the world right now, especially in Nigeria, right? But when it comes to your tech career, please don't cruise. Whenever you join platforms, identity is important. You do not know who you will meet that will help you, right? So don't joke around these things. Go with your name. So, it's your name, it's your name. It's your name. It's your name. It's your identity. Okay. Okay, so I'm seeing Kenneth Corey. Is it Muche? I don't know if I'm going to pronounce that as Much or Muche. Okay, iPhone 14, and I'm seeing Trio. Okay, so we have five hands raised. So because iPhone 14, I actually don't know you. No offense, actually. I don't know who iPhone 14 is, right? So we're gonna do this. Kenneth and Corey, you are paired together. Much, Muche or Much, and Trio 300, your pets together. So right now, I expect you guys should, okay, let's do this. Kenneth, what's your, unmute yourself. What's your Discord username?
Kenneth Okeke.
Kenneth Okeke. Corey, what's your Discord username? Unmute quickly. Let's do this quickly so we actually move on. Hello, Corey, are you there?
Yeah, Corey.
Corey is okay. So Kenneth and Corey get it. Oh yeah, DM each other and then work out the task quickly. Muche, please unmute and pronounce the name first. Then tell us your Discord name.
It's Muche.
Muche. See, I was even close. That first one. Okay, so what's your that's your username also on Discord?
Yes, Muche.
Okay, Trio 300. That's also your username.
Yes.
Okay, good. I pair you people in the name of KodeCamp. So you guys should actually pair, and I'm expecting you guys to actually do the task in the next 20 minutes. You're done. 30 minutes. You're done, right? And then submit. So I will just add you guys to the platform, to your various track channels quickly. I think that's that. Any other person that needs to be paired? Any other person that needs to be paired? Nobody. Okay, fine. So I think that's that. I've tried. I've paired people. Okay, so let me check the chat if there's anything that I need to see. It's just cruise. Okay. Someone said I have a pair, but I later realized it's in another track. Track doesn't matter, okay? Track doesn't matter. Actually. Track doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. So iPhone 14, I still don't know you, but well, that's fine. Okay, Evergreen is looking for a pair. So iPhone 14 and Evergreen, right? You guys should fix yourself up, okay? Fix yourself up quickly. So I think that's basically that. There's no question here. I don't know. My boss actually is on this call. I don't know if he has anything to say. No, there's going to be a session where I'll introduce you guys properly to my very two capable bosses, right? They're going to have special introduction. Not now. Probably when the training actually kickstarts fully, you get to hear the wealth of experience. But I don't know if he wants to say anything. Sometimes I like to set him up, just for him to say a quick word. Sir, are you chanced to drop a few words?
Yeah. Good evening to everyone. I hope you guys are enjoying CodeCamp. You're enjoying the session. I don't chat a lot, but I read every chat that everybody posts. So that's one thing most people may not realize. So, um, yeah. So, happy to have another session with you guys, and I hope you guys are picking up. At least I think the vibes I'm getting from Discord, people are beginning to settle in. I hope you guys are also getting used to Discord. There's been a lot of challenges, people getting in. In fact, I don't know if I mentioned that because I didn't join at the beginning, but it does look like Discord, the number of people who have been successful in getting into Discord is still really small compared to the total number of people who registered. I don't know, Ike, you can correct me, but I think we have up to 1,500 people. Or is it even more?
Yes,
Who-
yes, you're correct.
Right. But the number I see on Discord, I don't think is up to 1,000 yet. So, one thing that you guys can do to help is to reach out to people who have not been able to get into Discord, at least based on this training, this small primer on Discord that you guys have received. Try to reach out to other people, help them, assist them, and bring them into Discord. Because if you can't get into Discord, you are already out of CodeCamp, before even starting. So, and we don't want anybody to be left behind. We want everybody to be able to come in. So at least with your knowledge now, if you have friends or anybody around you that was having difficulty getting into it, you can help them. But one thing you cannot do, I don't think so. I don't know if you've talked about that, but you cannot send them a link to Discord. The link has been sent to their email for those who are registered. For people who have not registered, they should go through the registration process. Anybody who jumps into Discord without registering and being invited will be kicked out permanently, or it will not come back. So, but help them get through it. A lot of people, you guys here may have found that your emails were in spam. Others, may not have seen it early enough or something. So help others. Let's get everybody on board. We still have about 1 week, right? Before we kickstart fully. We would like everybody to be on board this week, because once we start, we will close the gates. Nobody else will come in, and that will be a shame for a lot of people, especially those who registered and somehow missed the opportunity. So let's keep the energy going. I like what I'm seeing, and we'll talk more about what you guys are in for. Tech is sweet, but it's also tough. One of these days, like IK is saying, I'll probably have a session to talk to you guys about all of that and prep you. But one thing I can tell you for sure is that you have taken a bold step. It is a good step, and it will change your life. Not only your life, but the life of people around, including your friends and your family. So, yeah, welcome. That's it from me. Ike, back to you.
Thank you very, very much, sir. Okay, let me just attend to a few stuff on the chat. Someone said, "Good evening, boss. While completing my grid task, I couldn't find my track on the form, so I opted for the one available." Okay, please, this is Becky. Are you on this call? Please, when you say what, can you unmute, please? I need to address. That's a very weird one. I need to really, really be sure. I don't want to do chats. If you're on the call, please unmute. Seeing two Beckys. Which one? Yeah. What track did you opt in for?
Front end.
And then when you were filling when you were completing your grid on the form, you did not see front end?
No, when I registered for backend. But when on the form I saw front end. So I have to opt for that since back end is not available.
Hold on. But sorry, hold on. Backend is available. That's why it's weird that you're saying that. What did you click on? Because on the form you get to click on your level.
Beginner.
Is it beginner? So in beginner
Yes.
we have mobile app development, we have front end, we have back end Node.js, and then we have UI UX.
No, there was no backend when I was registering. When I was
I'm
doing
not.
that, there was no backend.
You mean for the grid task?
Yes.
Please, can somebody confirm that? That's weird. That's weird. It sounds almost impossible, but I don't want to just shrug your observation aside. I need someone to corroborate that. Let me check also, but I don't think that's the case. There should be a backend because I
When I
have
was
had
submitting around 12, so there was no backend, so I had to opt for front end.
there is okay. The back end is Node.js. Did you see Node.js?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the back end.
Gosh.
Okay. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. No, no, that's fine. It's okay. It's okay. What did you now opt in for? You opted in for front end.
Yes.
But what you want is back end Node.js, right?
Yes, what I want is backend.
Okay, send me a DM with just
All
send me a
right.
DM on Discord. I'll change that for you.
No problem. Thank you.
Sorry. I'll probably need to update this and put back end Node.js so that people are not confused. Sorry about that. Okay.
Yeah, not it's all right.
Okay, so I think that's settles that. Any other question? Someone said, "Have not seen my track. What's wrong?" Nothing is wrong. The world is fine. We are all good. I think I've actually addressed that whole "I've not seen track" stuff. There's a reason behind that. So probably either you just submitted or something is wrong with your name, which I have sent and you have not replied to me. I think that's basically that. We have to run. This meeting has gone longer than it should, right? I don't think there's any question. I'm just going through. Um, Tech is sweet but tough. Yes, yes. Uh, okay, yeah. Okay, so I think that's that. Okay, thank you guys very much for joining. I was even skeptical that a lot of you would actually join, but this shows that you really want to be part of KodeCamp and you want to understand what it needs to get things done. So I appreciate each and every one of you. The video is going to be available on YouTube before the end of today or hopefully tomorrow. My village people were actually playing around, so I'll probably have to cut out that part. So that's by the way. But thank you very much for joining. And of course, if you have challenges, I am still available to assist until I'm not going to be available to assist anymore. Okay. I would have expected that you are able to, solve problems and also help people who are coming in. Right, I'm going to be introducing something. KodeCamp Heroes. Just look out for the announcement. If you want to be a hero in KodeCamp, there are a few benefits that I might or might not state. Right, but you trust me, being a KodeCamp hero in this cohort is something you would want to do. And basically, what does a hero do? Be there for for people who cannot be there for themselves. So we're going to need you to also assist in people who are coming in, who are having questions, issues, right? You can just assist them in navigating, since you are much better now. You guys are now Discord pros, based on your level, right? Okay. So thank you very much for your time. I am super, super grateful, and I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful night. Bye.